Is NUCCA Chiropractic legitimate? A great question to a critical topic. So let's answer it. First things first, let's break down what NUCCA is and why it might be viewed with skepticism. NUCCA, or the National Upper Cervical Chiropractic Association, first and foremost is a national organization of committed doctors who specialize in a unique form of chiropractic care that focuses on the upper cervical spine or the upper neck and their relationship to the central nervous system.
To bring public and professional awareness of the health consequences from the unmanaged abnormal biomechanics at the craniocervical junction, as well as to advance and teach the NUCCA procedures for the objective, measurable, and reproducible chiropractic reduction of the atlas subluxation complex.
We have made a detailed video covering the topics of NUCCA and the atlas subluxation complex, and you can view those in the description below. This process has been developed over 5 decades of clinical observations and research. The focus of NUCCA is on the biomechanics of the upper cervical spine or the upper neck and its influence on the central nervous system and the brainstem's function. Appropriate management of this relationship can help to restore body balance, supporting optimal spinal health. Some skeptics may question the legitimacy of NUCCA chiropractic care, both within the profession and outside of the profession. However, NUCCA chiropractic has gone through and withstood decades of opposition and is based on a firm foundation. Some people question the efficacy of the NUCCA adjustment because it is so gentle and it only targets the first bone in the neck. NUCCA Chiropractic has a foundation rooted in scientific principles. The focus on the biomechanics of the upper cervical spine and its relationship to the nervous system is what makes NUCCA Chiropractic stand out. When the craniocervical junction, aka the head and neck, is injured, the NUCCA protocol works to reduce the interference on the nervous system by restoring the proper alignment of the head and neck. This is done by a precise, gentle, and highly effective adjustment. The NUCCA process brings several generations of clinical research to correcting the atlas subluxation complex. By using precise and objective x-rays of the head and neck, along with mathematical measurements and analysis, NUCCA doctors are able to establish a misalignment pattern unique to every person. Once the misalignment is understood by the doctor, you do not need to take an x-ray every single time you come in because we've correlated your x-rays to your postural analysis, and we're able to compare from your past to where you are right now to see whether you need a correction or not. Additionally, there is often less need for repeated corrections because of the specific x-ray measurements. To add a personal touch, let's hear from individuals who have experienced NUCCA chiropractic firsthand.
I had a series of car accidents, motorcycle accidents, and I just couldn't really walk well. Pain meds just cover it. The cracking just didn't work. Massaging, ice, all these things seem temporary. When I met with Atlas, I have a math brain, and so when you guys were telling me about vectors and angles and rotation and leaning, it's just very technical, and I just understood it. The other chiropractors, they would feel, and then they just adjusted, and I'm like, how do you know what's happening? You're not looking at anything. Oh, we just know. We feel it. I don't know. I need numbers. And you guys provide numbers all the time. And I appreciate that a lot.
Suffered a career-ending neck injury with the police department several years ago. It resulted in 3 major neck surgeries and left me basically incapacitated with severe migraines, major spasms, was getting injections in my neck to try and loosen up the spasms. The injections weren't working. Was referred to Atlas Brain and Spine to meet with Dr. Kyle Murray and was quite skeptic of the entire process. While the process was going on, I was thinking, this is hokey. As I sit up, I got real dizzy, had to grab onto the table, and the transition from pain and migraine to a feeling of relief was immediate. Laid down in bed, as Dr. Murray suggested, amazingly slept for about 4 hours. And when I got up, I had no migraine.
In 2004, I was in a pretty bad car accident and started seeking chiropractic care. The traditional chiropractic care really didn't help me out the way I would like. A friend of mine suggested that I see a NUCCA chiropractor. So in 2008, I finally went in. I was not able to walk straight at all. I was having migraine headaches every single day. I recall telling the doctor, if you snap and pop me, I'm gonna snap and pop you because I ain't with it. My body's not gonna go for that. He laughed and he said, it's nothing like that. I remember going through all the measurements and getting on the table, and once he started to adjust. I was like, that's weird. And he goes, what is it? And I said, I felt a cold sensation coming down my back. And he said, oh, that's blood releasing to your veins that hasn't been there in a while. And I was like, oh, okay. After that, I was able to stand up and the discomfort wasn't there. It was almost like a miracle because I was totally shocked.
Consulting with a qualified NUCCA chiropractor is the key to understanding if this approach aligns with your specific health needs. NUCCA Chiropractic stands as a legitimate and scientifically backed approach to chiropractic care. If you're considering NUCCA Chiropractic or have any questions, reach out to a qualified NUCCA chiropractor for a consultation by visiting www.nucca.org. Don't forget to share this video with others who may benefit from understanding the legitimacy of NUCCA Chiropractic. And of course, hit that like button and subscribe to receive more insightful content on health and wellness. As always, when you restore your brain, you will begin to heal your pain. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video.